Okay, so if you have a mesh wire cage and you just built it and your iguana starts smashing into it and tearing his face off, here's a quick little trick with some fleece with the pictures that I cut like a blanket, so we're double fleeced. And I'm gonna pad this up like that. I'm changing these because he's wiped quite a bit of schmutz on them. We've got some blood, but they have worked, and we'll be doing a rebuild, but we've been doing this for like a year now, year and a half. So I'm just going to show you quick how this works. Hopefully I can do this while holding. Just kind of got to use your brain a little bit. So I have corners cut out here. So this will start coming up the side. This will be my first one on the bottom. Use a pair of tweezers to poke it through, and then you have to go and tie it on the other side. So I'm going to try to get that on video. I don't know how you're going to be able to see it. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the under piece. I wish I could put this phone down somewhere. I usually fold it and then grab it with my tweezers, pick a spot. Now I'm getting some stress spots, so I'm going to pick the spot I feel best, and I'm going to stuff it through. Good enough where it's not going to come out. And since I'm at the top of the cage, I can actually reach over and pull some of that in. So now I've got to take the other piece, and this is what lets you tie. Do the same thing. Get a hold of that piece in the tweezer. They really make us challenge our creative minds, but if you're female and you've ever made one of these tie blankets, you know exactly what I'm doing. So then, try to wait for that to focus. I'm going to come one or two over so I don't have to stress, and I'm going to push that, because this is my bottom, this is my side, so now I'm going to work on going over. And usually what I want to do is just get enough pulled through so it doesn't pull back, because I don't want to keep running back and forth. Now, I cut way bigger than you would for a blanket, because these pieces are going to actually add extra padding, because I'm going to tuck them in on each other. And then you can do much wider sections. And if you pull this tight, you can start to make it nice. And I just fold this in, and then I look, where am I at with my next tie? And I do it just somewhat taut. It's okay, because it's smushy on the inside, and he likes to rub his face on it even if he's shedding. So I'm just going to show you guys quick here. One more, and then I'll go tie them. So I'm going to get my... This is really fun while holding the camera. I'll get my piece in the tweezer. Sometimes I like to do both corners, go up the side. I'm going to push this through where I think I want it, and go around and pull it through. And I'm going to do again one more time. I'll show you how I put it through. It would help if I grabbed it with the right side of the tweezers. It's easier to do with two hands. And I'm going to go one or two over on the same on the same level. One. And shove it through. Okay. Now, I want to do this side up first before I start tying them all, but I'll show you one tie. Okay, so I'm on the outside now, and you can see I have them coming out, sorry, I got a lot of light, coming out the same level, and now I can tie them. Same thing with these. So you start pulling them, and then you can tuck that back in if you have to. You can fix it. I will tie this one. Actually, I'm not going to tie it. I'm just going to go and show you what it looks like with the old one. So I tie them twice in just 2 regular square knots, and they end up looking like this. I leave myself some room, scraps. So one side's one color, one side's the other color. But that's what it looks like. And what I've done over here is, there's my humidifier, so I've left some room for him to come over. He knows where to go. He comes over, he can look above, because these aren't like danger spots where he actually smashes. And now I didn't want to do this to the front because I want him to be able to see. And in the other post, you see that's where I put the Lexan panels, so he's no longer hitting the mesh. That's on the outside. So that's what we've done. Quick little fix. Shop on the holiday, 60% off. I think I paid $20 for 4 yards, which would do this twice. And that's about it. I just wanted to give you guys an alternative to rebuild immediately, but I do recommend rebuilding. I will be rebuilding. I'm going to start designing now. And we're moving, so that's what stalled our rebuild, because we have more room in coming up, more width and more length for him. So the ideal cage that I can build him to fit in the other house, which is where he will stay the rest of his life, won't quite fit, because if you can see, I am tight against 2 pieces of furniture. So we're just, you know, improvising, and people struggle thinking they have to change everything, and sometimes you just have to get creative and improvise. So there, I didn't mean to be so long-winded, but people struggle with this, and I already have like a crafty side to me, so I guess this was pretty easy for me to figure out, but that's how I do it. And there's other pictures involved, so I will include those with the video. And okay, good luck.